oh man, it must have fallen off between Victoria's Secret and here, but I could have sworn it was there. She's like, well, maybe one of the kids got it. And I checked in the back, and the kid, I was like, my kids wouldn't take it. That's just not like
wow,
her.
for her.
So I took everything out of the stroller, everything out of my big rig. I mean, I was going nuts. I mean,
Is that what she was supposed to do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And she goes,
She
don't
did it.
worry about it. You probably just left it in the car. I'm like, no, seriously. I was in Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works and took coupons out of here to use there. So I
She's trying so hard to get up.
I came in the mall with it. I already used stuff out of it. So I was like, I was really bothering me because I knew I had it. I mean, I was like 99% sure it was on my shoulder when I walked in the store. So she goes, I got it. I'll give you your 20%. Don't worry about it. And I was like, well, thank you. But it really bothers me because I have all my coupons in it. And I don't want to lose it. I didn't know about my coupons. And so I'm standing there at the register with my pie. All of a sudden, I look down. This is between the register and the thing you sign to pay. You know, that black thing? It's like shoved in between there. And I'm like, how in the world did that get there? And I was like, why would they bring it back? I know. He brought it back because the reason I opened it up and I started all my coupons are organized, okay? My house is not, but my coupons are organized. They think that was I had them in an order. Maybe it's a wallet. I had them in an order, a special order. And so it was all jumbled up. Everything was all mixed up. There was stuff folded. There was shit. You could tell it was all mess. And all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, somebody's gone through this. I was like, and it wasn't my kids, because they wouldn't have put it back in there. You know what I mean? It would have been everywhere. Alice would have known this, and the man would have touched it. And so all of a sudden, it dawned on me. All of a sudden, her and I started putting it together, and I'm like, I think Daddy shot Circus and brought it back, because they probably thought it was money or a wallet. And it wasn't. Listen to my story here. And so all of a sudden, I realized, you know what I had in there? I had like merchandise credit, gift cards. I had one to Disney. I had one to Macy's, Motherhood Maternity, and Starbucks. Those are gone. The 4 gift cards, store credit things. Yes, because that's money. But guess what they left behind? The receipts that go with it that show how much is on the card. I wrapped them around the card. I had the Starbucks, the Macy's, and the Disney one. Had the piece of paper wrapped around it that showed how much was on it and the card number. And so I'm like, what should I do? And so Dee, the manager of the she's like, you know what? You need to go to those stores right now first. Tell them what happened so you can get the cards canceled right away, and then go down to security and tell them what happened. So I'm like, all right. So I checked out at Gymboree, you know, I get all my clothes, I get it back. So we head up to Disney store. So the other people at Disney store, they don't know us. What's her name wasn't there? She was out in California for a meeting, the manager. But you know, all those other girls know. It's like Star and Melanie and all those people. They don't know. So they're all there, and they're like, hey, blah, blah, you know. So I'm like, no, quick, I gotta tell you what happened. So I'm describing to them what had happened and saying, look, I have the paper for this card, for my store credit card. I said, it has the numbers or any way I could possibly get it canceled. And so as I'm explaining this to a couple of employees, the guy comes from behind the big pillar that's right next to the stuff right next to the thing. He comes swooping out, walking out, and I went, hey, it was him. And he's like, he gives me this look.
Don't do
you
that.
took my gift card. I want it back.
Landon, don't do that.
And he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. He just starts walking out the store. And I'm like, no, you took my, I said, you took my envelope that had all my gift cards in it, and you better give them back now. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. And he keeps walking out the store. Meanwhile, his little accomplice, this girl, is sneaking out the other way. And so another employee comes over and she goes, they just came up to me and asked how much was on the gift card. And she goes, was it $31.27? I said, $31.27. Here's the paper to prove it. She's like, oh yeah, they had come up there right away. Wanted to know how much money was on it. She goes, I kind of thought it was odd that they didn't know how much money was on their card, but you know, some people just forget, whatever, you know. So I told them. And so they were looking around to see what they could get with it. So she sneaks out the store while I'm accusing him of taking my stuff. And I've got the receipt that shows how much is on it or whatever. So they were able, it took a long